Welcome to our channel. Today we unpack a quiet military revolution shaping the Philippines. Welcome. This essay examines a significant yet quietly unfolding military story in the Philippines. A series of interconnected projects are rapidly transforming the nation's defense posture. These changes are happening in the shadow of rising tensions in the South China Sea. We will investigate the facts behind these developments. This analysis relies on public records, official statements, and credible news reports. It seeks to provide a clear and precise picture of what is known. The goal is to separate confirmed information from speculation. We will explore key projects, major players, strategic implications. Story is complex. It involves secret task forces and advanced unmanned systems. It includes massive new budgets and strategic infrastructure projects. Over 2024 and 2025, a pattern has emerged. Reports detail a new classified U.S. military unit named Task Force Ayungin. A significant development surfaced in mid-2024. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin publicly acknowledged American support for the Philippines. He made the admission after violent clashes at sea. In his remarks, he referenced a previously unknown unit, Task Force Ayungin. The name is symbolic. Ayungin Shoal is the Philippine name for Second Thomas Shoal. It's a major flashpoint in the South China Sea. The task force was reportedly established in mid-2024. Its existence had been kept classified until Austin's disclosure. Its mission is focused, providing technical assistance and training for the Philippines' new unmanned surface vessels. Technical assistance, training on unmanned surface vessels. Reports describe the task force as small and specialized. It is not a large combat formation. Rather, personnel are embedded inside the Philippine military's command structure. They operate from a command and control fusion center at the AFP Western Command in Palawan. That center is the nerve hub for Philippine operations in the South China Sea. The task force's role is to boost unmanned systems operations and maritime intelligence gathering. U.S. officials stress missions remain Philippine operations. The distinction, U.S. enablement, not direct participation. The Philippines' naval capabilities are being augmented by a new generation of unmanned surface vessels, or USVs. This has been one of the most significant aspects of recent U.S.-Philippine military cooperation. According to reports from USNI News, specific systems have been delivered to enhance Manila's maritime domain awareness. Notable among these are the Devil Ray T-38 and at least 4 Mantas T-12 unmanned vessels. These platforms are not simple drones. They are sophisticated sensor platforms designed for long-duration missions in the challenging environment of the South China Sea. Their deployment marks a technological leap for the Philippine Navy. These USVs are equipped with advanced features. A demonstration, observed by Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, showcased their capabilities. The vessels possess autonomous navigation systems, allowing them to follow pre-programmed routes or patrol specific areas with minimal human intervention. They carry versatile ISR payloads, which can include high-definition cameras, thermal imagers, and signal intelligence receivers. The USVs reportedly use Starlink terminals provided by SpaceX for their data links. This provides high-bandwidth, over-the-horizon connectivity, letting operators receive real-time video and sensor data. Philippine commanders can see what the drone sees and make decisions from hundreds of miles away. Behind the delivery of new hardware is a robust financial and organizational structure. In November 2024, the U.S. Department of Defense launched a new initiative called the Maritime Security Consortium. The program accelerates adoption of unmanned systems by partners in Southeast Asia. According to Army recognition, the consortium is backed by up to $95 million in annual public-private funding. That level of funding underscores U.S. priority on bolstering regional maritime security. It is managed as a collaborative effort between key U.S. defense organizations: Defense Innovation Unit, Defense Security Cooperation Agency, U.S. Indo-Pacific Command. Large-scale joint exercises like Balikatan demonstrate and deliver systems to partners. Partners can see the technology in action. Partners can train personnel on its use. Exercises become a pathway to deliver systems directly. The technology is not just showcased, it is fielded and integrated. The $95 million annual budget sustains a regional unmanned surveillance network. For Manila, it enables cutting-edge tech that might otherwise be cost-prohibitive. In addition to providing systems and training, the United States is also investing in physical infrastructure. Publicly available documents and reporting from USNI News have revealed U.S. plans to fund and build a new military facility on the western coast of Palawan. Palawan is the archipelago's westernmost province facing directly onto the contested waters of the South China Sea. The planned facility supports Manila's maritime operations with a forward staging point. The details come from a solicitation for a boat maintenance facility. Support infrastructure would host Philippine watercraft, including assault boats. The specified location is the municipality of Quezon, Palawan. A glance at a map shows the strategic significance. Quezon is only about 160 miles east of Second Thomas Shoal, a volatile flashpoint. Project documents explicitly cite this strategic position. Such a facility reduces transit time, extends on-station patrols, and streamlines repair and resupply. It acts as a lily pad for persistent presence near the Spratlys and Reed Bank. Though intended for Philippine vessels, U.S. funding signals deeper strategic alignment. It represents a shift toward more permanent enabling infrastructure. That's the situation as it stands. While American support is a critical enabler, the Philippines is also making a massive investment in its own defense. On January 23, 2024, Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro Jr. announced a new modernization plan, known as the third phase of the AFP Modernization Program, or Re-Horizon 3. This strategy represents a landmark commitment. According to MP IDSA, the program is backed by about US $35 billion, spanning 2024 to 2034. The primary goal is comprehensive and far-reaching. Build a credible defense posture across all national territory, land and water domains and the exclusive economic zone, the seabed and continental shelf and national airspace. It pivots AFP from internal security to external defense against state-level threats. Focus: advanced technology and modern systems, multi-role fighter aircraft corvettes and offshore patrol vessels, the country's first-ever submarines, enhanced awareness and strike capabilities. 35 billion signals, true intent to build self-reliance. The modernization of the AFP is not limited to surveillance platforms, it includes a significant boost in offensive firepower. A key example reported deployment of the U.S. Marine Corps' NMESIS system during joint exercises. NMESIS stands for Navy Marine Corps Expeditionary Ship Interdiction System. The system pairs an unmanned, remote-controlled vehicle based on a joint light tactical vehicle chassis with a launcher carrying 2 ready-to-fire naval strike missiles, a highly mobile and lethal anti-ship capability. Concept: mobility, concealment, remote operation by small teams, shoot and scoot enhances survivability. For Balakatan 25, reports indicated 3 NMESIS systems in northern Luzon and the Batanes Islands. Adjacent to the Luzon Strait, a vital corridor between the Western Pacific and the South China Sea. A credible anti-ship threat here signals control potential in crisis. The security challenges facing the Philippines are not just on the surface, they extend to the world below the waves. Between July 2022 and December 2024, authorities made troubling discoveries. USNI News reported at least 5 Chinese-origin underwater drones found in Philippine waters. Not simple commercial devices. Recovered units showed autonomous processing, onboard storage, and satellite transmission. One case revealed encrypted communications to mainland China. Officials believe these drones conducted clandestine, hydrographic surveys to map the country's waters. Such data aids submarine operations, navigation, and concealment. In parallel, the Philippines is upgrading ground force equipment. A contract on April 18, 2024, supplied 73 Squad automatic weapons, valued at PHP 45.38 million, awarded to a System Defense Top Shot Guns International joint venture, diversifying sources: Turkey, South Korea, Israel, and the United States. Modernization spans high-end missiles to fundamental infantry weapons. Every new tool, from underwater drone detectors to machine guns, strengthens resilience across conflict spectrums. The evidence presented paints a clear and consistent picture. The Philippines is undergoing rapid, comprehensive modernization with significant support from the United States. This is not one secret project but a multifaceted strategy. Creation of specialized support units like Task Force Ayungin, fielding advanced unmanned surface vessels USVs with real-time data links. New funding, 95 Modernization Maritime Security Consortium, anchored by the 35B Re-Horizon 3 program strategy taking physical form. New bases in Palawan. This alters the security landscape of the South China Sea. Persistent surveillance drones, mobile anti-ship systems like NMESIS, enhanced command and control. The discovery of Chinese underwater drones highlights the stakes. This is 21st century deterrence in the Indo-Pacific. Others are watching. If you value clear, factual analysis, tap subscribe, like, and drop a comment with your take. Your voice sharpens this investigation. The purpose is not to sensationalize, it is to inform. The facts from multiple sources speak for themselves. Names, dates, and figures are provided where available. By comparing reports from second-line defense, USNI News, and Army recognition, we build a fuller picture. This story matters for the Philippines and the Indo-Pacific. It signals a new phase in regional security dynamics. This deep dive proceeds section by section. We begin with Task Force Ayungin evidence and mission. Then the new unmanned surface vessels. We examine the financial architecture including the Maritime Security Consortium and the Philippines Re-Horizon 3 program. We assess new facilities planned on Palawan. We cover advanced missile deployments and discovery of foreign underwater drones. Each section builds toward a complete overview. It directly addresses challenges from Chinese maritime activity, advising on unmanned tech grants Manila an asymmetric advantage. Persistent surveillance with less risk to personnel shifts calculations around contested features like Ayungin Shoal, low-cost, low-risk coverage over a vast EEZ, tasked to monitor shoals and track vessels of interest and document coercive or illegal activities without placing crews in harm's way. Transparency raises the political cost for aggressors. A quiet but intense struggle for regional influence. Much remains classified. Task Force scope, USV inventory, final base designs. Still, the pattern is undeniable. The alliance is deepening operationally. Asymmetric capabilities let a smaller power deter a larger one. Facts indicate greater preparedness in a contested region. This story will continue to develop. Stay informed via credible sources. Understanding the shifting balance in Asia is vital. Over 2024 and 2025, a pattern has emerged. Deliveries of sophisticated unmanned naval vessels to the Philippine Navy, a consortium committing nearly $100 million to maritime security, a multi-billion-dollar national modernization program, threads weaving deliberate preparation for a more contested future. This deep dive proceeds section by section. We begin with evidence for Task Force Ayungin and its reported mission, then the new unmanned surface vessels entering the fleet. We examine the financial architecture supporting this shift, including the Maritime Security Consortium and the Philippines Re-Horizon 3 program. We investigate plans for new military facilities on strategic Palawan. We cover advanced missile deployments and the discovery of foreign underwater drones. The facts speak for themselves. This is a deliberate, multi-domain upgrade. They show a nation strengthening defenses with robust U.S. support. This story matters for the Philippines and the Indo-Pacific. It signals a new phase in regional security dynamics. Leaked plans, or a transparent pivot hiding in plain sight? Let's analyze. Cross-checked sources, second-line defense on Task Force Ayungin, USNI News on USVs, Palawan facility, and intercepted AUVs, Army recognition on the 95mm Consortium, MP-IDSA on Re-Horizon 3, the cipher brief on NMESIS. Key figures: Task Force established mid-2024, $95 million per year consortium, Re-Horizon 3 at 35B over 10 years, 4+ Mantas T-12s plus Devil Ray T-38, 3 NMESIS systems in Balikatan 25. These facts indicate a measured, facts-based modernization to deter coercion and protect sovereign rights. Our aim was clarity, not sensationalism. From Palawan to the Luzon Strait, the pattern is coherent and consequential. If you spotted details we missed, add your source in the comments so everyone can review it. Subscribe to stay oriented in fast-moving Indo-Pacific developments. One click keeps you on the right bearing. If this helped, a like boosts factual reporting over noise. Drop a thoughtful comment. Which capability most shifts the balance? USVs, bases, or missiles? Thanks for watching. Stay informed, stay factual, and see you in the next analysis.